Well, hello, you filthy animals, and welcome to another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast presents Beat the Bros. I'm Matt Lavelle. He's Jalen Dub Justin Richardson. That pickle bar having son of a bee is the one and only Liam Reese, and he's here. Who knows when he's going to refuse to come back on the show again? It's Tim Meadows, super fan, the one and only Bernard Pod Casey. Tonight we got a great show. Fun stuff for us tonight. I got a new game we're going to introduce. You're going to have to watch and see what you think. Then we're going to do a top 10 list. We have the top 10 best-selling movie soundtracks of all time in the United States, and we're going to guess it. Banditi Padalini has a fictional character for us to guess with 20 questions. And I also got some news stories. Going to be a lot of fun. But before we do that, we got to get the show started. So it's episode 587. Play the theme song.
It's our objective to be effective by voicing societies, working perspective, exploring your day and how you get paid, launching a new episode every Tuesday. Your day can transform while we inform with new episodes available on every platform. So check out our vibe and how we get live. Then do us a solid. Share and subscribe. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. Working perspectives.
Play the song.
All right, J-Dub. It is now time for J-Dub's segment. Ow. J-Dub, what do you got for your segment, you stud?
Flavored potato chips are for girls.
What is it?
Flavored potato chips? They're for girls.
You're saying if you're a man, you eat plain potato chips or nothing?
Yes, sir. Sour cream and onion.
Pretty accurate.
Sour cream and cheddar, barbecue, salt and vinegar. They're girls. They're for girls.
Wait. Salt and vinegar are a woman's chip? That's woman's chip?
That's tough.
I'll repeat myself again. Flavored potato chips are for girls.
Wow.
Oh.
I have
salt
no argument
Salt and Vins are
for that.
incredible.
Salt and pepper.
I have no argument for that.
I mean,
Wait,
look,
what?
I'm not
Liam,
saying
this is madness. This is wild.
What are we talking about here?
Plain is the way to go.
I want a
It
sandwich.
is the way to go.
I want plain chips.
I can't say like I'll have to, I mean I like plain a lot, maybe the best, but I love a good salt and vin.
A good plain kettle cook is a delicious,
kettle.
side.
Beautiful.
Anything.
Well, is kettle a flavor, Justin?
Sure is.
Kettle of
it's a plain. It's
That's
a
just
style
the type of the cook.
Ripple,
style.
regular, kettle, all the plain potato chips. Beautiful. Flavored chips, girl stuff.
Wow.
This is.
See, okay.
I mean, I'm blown away right now.
So here's the first issue I'm having. Right. The first issue I have with this is that I've spent a lot of time cultivating what kind of chip goes on a sandwich. I like a chip.
Sure.
A chip on the side of a sandwich is good. But a chip on top of a sandwich, crushed down with the bread, I think is a great thing. And I feel like you give me like a ham and cheese with a little salt and vinny in there. We're having a crunchy, crispy, salty experience.
I'm not mad at it, but it is girl stuff.
Wow.
What are we doing?
Wow.
What?
It's girl
Why?
stuff. Plain potato chips.
What about a Dorito?
See, that's a whole different thing. That's a tortilla chip. It's a whole different category.
Okay,
so a plain tortilla chip is fine. What is the flavored ones for the tortas?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
Dorito's a whole different category.
Because I think
Dorito doesn't even play in.
No.
I think on a turkey sandwich, a Cool Ranch Dorito is actually kind of delightful.
Dude. Ham and
Kind of
cheese
delightful.
sandwich, cheddar nacho.
I mean, Doritos might be the best sandwich for any chip. Or chip for any sandwich.
Above ground pool, little like a little of the chlorine sweat on your brow. Get a Pepsi, little Cheeto, little
maybe
ham and
Mountain
cheese.
Dew Code Red.
Yeah, but flavored potato chips are for girls.
Wow. I mean,
you're wrong.
You know,
I actually
Go ahead.
I don't have a lot to
Liam?
say.
Oh, because you work with your hands, you're allowed to be a man that eats plain potato chips. This is absurd.
That's not
this
really
is
why.
absurd.
But yeah, when I'm working, like if I run in to grab a sandwich or something, just grab the chips and roll, dude. You don't got
Blue
has
Bag
time to be
hers.
going through all that silly stuff. He is right. He is
Blue
right
Bag hers is where it's at.
Kettle cooked, you're saying?
No, the Blue Bag, the regular unrippled classic Blue Bag hers chips. When you open them up, the more they smell like feet, the better. And that's all you need.
Dude, the plain chips at Panera Bread, dude. Those are fucking
barbecue
they're pretty
chips,
good, but they're extra crispy.
Yeah, they're good though.
I could see your barbecue, your mesquite, all the fun, happy bullshit that hers is doing with like. They're doing their John's roast pork flavored chips.
All that stuff. Give me a break with all that.
Cheesesteaks, favorite, you know.
I don't need
that
the
stuff
ketchup
can go
chips.
shove
I
up and shove.
I don't need the pickle chips.
I don't need any
but I mean,
of that.
like
a salt and vin, a fucking salt and vin.
You know what I'm realizing here, Matt?
Takis?
You know what I'm realizing here, though, Matt? What I'm realizing is, for J-Dub said that, and I was like offended to my core originally, and then I realized that I'm really only making an argument for salt and vinegar chips. Like I kind of agree that I would take
the sour cream and onions, the sour cream and cheddar.
Really give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't
never have to taste them again. Like, barbecue, whatever.
So I'm kind of really only making an argument here for salt and vinegar. Which, if J-Dub is saying overarchingly, the plain chip is the best chip, I don't know that I can really argue. I mean, it's really salt and vinegar.
I agree, plain's the best, but I'm not gonna like
I don't know that
get a bunch
girls.
of estrogen because I like a salt and vin. You know,
it's for girls. I don't know what to tell you.
I think me and Maddie would agree to sign this treaty if we did a 1A that salt and vinegar chips can be.
Salt and vinegar.
I thought you were a salt and vin guy.
I can almost I want to stay steadfast in my statement, but like I can almost
that's the only one that's really on
if you came to me with like sour cream and onion, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here. Yeah.
Well, what about is a sea salt? What about a sea salt? Is that considered a plain?
No, sea salt's plain. It's a salt on a chip.
Okay, so if sea salt's a plain, so basically we're looking at vinegar.
And I do like a salt and pepper. Hers has one, and so does Boulder.
So you're a fucking woman, Justin, is what we're saying. You're a fucking woman.
We're adding pepper.
If you add,
I'm adding vinegar.
If a salt chip is a plain chip, then a salt and pepper chip is also a plain chip. Salt and pepper are the two most basic seasonings that exist in the entire world. I would say a salt and pepper chip almost counts as a plain chip. Dude, it's just a nice plain chip.
As almost always, me and Bern, same page.
Yeah.
What are we fucking doing here? As always, now both of you are fucking
I'll accept Bern's salt and vinegar, and he'll accept my salt and pepper.
Absolutely.
But for the rest of the flavors, girl stuff.
Right.
I'm okay with that.
The flavors can smoke a chode in the party zone.
I'll sign that treaty right now. Sign that treaty now.
It's girl stuff.
I'm with you. Have you ever found an odd thing to dip a plain chip into? That's secretly delicious.
I don't think you should be dipping chips, dude. Chips are just...
What are we doing now?
Tortillas.
What do you smoke pole because you dip chips?
What are you dipping potato chips in?
It's not necessary, you know.
Well, someone told me once, and maybe I've tried it. Is that fuck?
You doing mustard?
This is gonna sound fucking bad.
That's about to reveal something.
Well, okay. This is something, if you haven't tried it, you should. And if Tom was here, he would sign off on it because I've seen him do it and he loved it. Okay? You get a crispy plain, kettle cooked plain. I want a kettle cooked plain.
I'm in.
And you take it and you scoop a little macaroni salad on a kettle cooked plain.
Fuck?
It's a good fucking time. It's a good fucking time.
Right. Listen.
Dude?
If that's your plan, that's a weird plan. But if you're if you're at a picnic table in a backyard and you're finishing up that big paper plate you made, I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? Like, at that point, you're nine Yingling flights deep. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. You got your burger. You got all your accoutrements. You want to clean that macaroni salad up with a couple chips? I got no problem.
No. No.
But it's a weird,
bro.
it's a weird
No.
plan. It's
As
a
a
weird
white-
plan.
As a white, fuck all those salads that aren't with lettuce. Fuck potato salad. Fuck macaroni salad.
Oh, I
Wow.
agree.
As a white,
I don't
as
eat
a
any of them,
white?
J-Dub. No
As
mayo for me. None of that.
Now look,
There's only
Secretly,
one that's good. The one that's
between
got
me
egg in it.
and I will
That
not.
one's good.
Yeah, exactly. So I
What
won't do it
about
in
a
public.
pasta salad?
The kid loves egg salad.
Most of the time, no.
If
Love
it's
a good egg salad.
Egg salad.
Pasta
salad, if
salad,
it's
the
like
one with like
incredible.
the
if
Italian
it's oil
dressing.
and vinegar, then great. Yeah. But
Yeah,
not
it's like the one with the Italian dressing.
Yeah, with mayo, no. But I'm
No,
not putting a chip on that.
A German potato
what
salad.
is so wrong to be white here? Huh?
No. As a white,
No.
we have to support our weird salads because we are the only ones who have the mayo salad base structure.
That's
Can
We
I-
should
can
not
I do
support
this?
the raisins in no way.
Can
I
I-
can't support that. I can't stand
Real
by
quick,
that.
real quick, guys. Can I read off a couple of these flavors that we got fucking going on here?
Of what?
Okay.
Of these chips. These are the types of things that are giving the chips a bad name. Am I
Go
right?
ahead.
We
I'll
got
give you a quick fire. Go ahead,
sour cream and French onion.
girl.
What the fuck?
Yeah, don't eat it.
Oh, long hots and sharp provolone.
No.
Just
There
get long hots and provolone. Just go get that. You know what I mean? Like if you want to eat that,
I
just go get
guarantee
it.
Why are you
it doesn't
bothering
taste
people?
anything like it.
That makes no sense to me at all. Because they sell
All right.
that at like hoagie joints. Just go get that.
Get a fucking long hots. Get a pulled
Yeah.
pork with some long hots and a prove. What we
Yeah.
doing here? On a nice semolina. All right. What about ketchup?
Get out of here. That's
Absolutely
Canadian.
not.
It's only for
Old-
Canadians.
Old Bay.
No.
Not terrible.
Cheddar and horseradish.
There's a Utz
No, dude.
has a Chesapeake
You fucking cunt.
version,
You fucking
which is
bastard.
basically
Last week it was Popeyes. Now it's your fucking Utz. You fucking slut.
You
God
don't know.
damn it.
You cheat
Well,
them up
shit
for
about
it,
fuck.
Maddie. You cheat them up for
Fucking
it.
slut. All right, hold on. What about creamy ranch and habanero?
What? Get
Fuck
out.
you.
Absolutely not.
Get out.
Absolutely not.
Okay. What about, oh my God. What about baby back ribs?
Oh, hold on, real
Dude.
quick. I'm gonna call my sister real quick. Oh, hey, can you eat these gay ass chips? Yeah, I love them. They sound so good.
What about, I got honey sriracha,
The answer
I
is
got-
no.
creamy dill pickle.
No.
Dude.
I got, well, you know.
Why is it
I got-
creamy? Where's
Yeah.
the
Why does it
cream
gotta be
coming
It's a
from?
creamy?
chip.
Why can't it
Just
just be
call it
dill
dill
pickle?
Specifically not creamy. It's a chip. It's the opposite of cream. It
Just
is a
buy
hard,
that
crispy
stuff.
product.
If you want to eat that stuff, just get that stuff. This is so stupid, dude.
What about honey jalapeno?
No.
What about
Here-
they have
I'll tell you.
tiramisu?
This is one that's pissed me off the most. This is the one that might have pissed me off the most.
Screw 'em.
Lightly salted.
All right.
That might. I might.
Kid's a fan.
I might
Lightly
like salt.
salted?
I'm
Yeah.
a big. I want them plain as fuck.
Yeah, a
God,
little
you're
light salt. I
fucking
could do
twat.
that.
It's the
You're a
yellow bag.
fucking twat.
It's the yellow bag hers.
Also,
Lightly salted, not the blue. It's the yellow. Lightly salted. Very good. Very plain. We're
Yeah.
just basically eating cardboard. That's
Base-
all I want is crunch. I'm here for. It's basically a supplement for lettuce. It's a better lettuce.
So
and based on our Maddie, based on our previously signed treaty, lightly salted is a plain chip.
Correct.
I
It's
mean,
a
why
plain
can't we
chip.
just have a regular amount of salt?
I mean,
It's
heavy
fine,
salt,
but-
regular salt, light salt.
So-
that's
I
a
can
plain
put
chip.
salt on my chips. Go ahead.
So the last Jesus. So hers did a compilation with Grill Mates. You know, Grill Mates, the seasoning thing.
So Montreal steak chips, get the fuck out of here.
Sure.
They have Montreal steak, they have
Ridiculous.
smokehouse maple, and they have a roasted garlic and herb.
Stop.
I'm gonna blow everyone's mind here. I am a big Montreal seasoning guy. When I do, sometimes I throw it on my eggs.
Yeah, cause you're a queer.
No, it's not a bad seasoning.
I
It's-
would
don't
like
need it on
to
my
try
chips.
this.
Wait, so okay.
I would try that.
I just want to say this, because Justin, you're a fucking woman if you have flavored potato chips.
I'm not saying I've
but
never had these
you're a
chips.
fucking man if you season your fucking steak all of a sudden.
I'm not
S&P,
saying
7 on the side, and fuck off.
what's
That's
7
it.
on the side.
7 minutes aside. For a
7
fillet.
minutes.
If you want it medium well, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
For a fillet?
It's like 3,
fucking
maybe
fillet?
4.
Wait, we forgot where Maddie lives. Maddie lives in a high income area, so he's only talking about these 4-inch thick fillets. Sorry, Matt. The rest of us are eating a thinner steak on our grill. We're probably closer to 3 minutes aside.
Either way.
For better
Yeah,
anyway.
a steak of-
S&P,
steak of is
baby.
about
That's all you
45
need.
seconds per side.
S&P. S&P is the way to be when it comes to
Well,
steak.
Oh, VVVO.
Peppercorn, crush
You need
them
a
up.
binder.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Come on.
I mean, if it's
All
a
right.
nice
Either way,
you don't even
enough
want to
with
put them
this
on a grill.
fucking subject. Enough.
Make them drier than
I'm
a fart.
fucking done. We've talked about this for 14 minutes. I'm fucking
All
done.
right.
Fucking your chip bullshit. All right, Liam, go ahead. What do you got for our top 10 list today, you big swinging pecker?
Hey, let me just say, sorry, Liam, real quick. I think we came to the right place on that. I think we came to the right place. Plain chips, and with a possible exception for salt and vinegar, and everything else can fuck off. I'm happy to leave it there.
And Justin's a hypocrite. Yeah, of course.
And a little salt and pepper. No, I'm not unreasonable with a little bit of variance.
And then, but Doritos or anything that is tortilla chip based,
completely different.
Completely different.
Completely different.
Sorry.
Extra seasoning. Sorry, Liam. Go ahead.
All right, boys. Today, for the top 10 list, you guys are going to guess the top 10 best-selling movie soundtracks of all time in the United States. And you're going to be guessing by how many times these albums have gone platinum, meaning, how many millions of copies they've sold. All right? Top 10. And platinum? A little hint I'll give you. That's what platinum means. Like if you say it went platinum, it sold 1 million. If you say it went 4 times platinum, it sold 4 million. Okay.
All right. I think I know number 1, but all right. Sorry. Go ahead. Liam.
I'm gonna give you guys a hint here. A little hint is that the latest album is going to be 1997 because. At around that time, Napster, then everything came out, iTunes, and basically the album died. So specifically soundtracks, they probably took a huge hit around that time.
I know. All right, so we're good. Okay, so it's gonna be mostly 90s, 80s, whatever. Okay,
and before.
All right, perfect. So are we ready to get started? Because we got 4 minutes to figure this out. Can I say the first one?
You can go first. I got some good ones. Go ahead.
All right, here we go. Titanic.
Titanic is number 7.
Oh shit!
It went 11 times platinum, sold 11 million copies.
I was going to say that.
Wow, I thought that was going to be number 1.
Same. I knew it was on the list, but not.
All right.
And that was the latest one. That was the latest one. Titanic was 1997.
I got another one on the list.
That's the most recent one. Okay. All right. Good to know.
J-Dub, go ahead.
Can I have The Bodyguard?
The
Bodyguard is number 1.
Wow.
It went 19 times platinum altogether.
Wow. That's insane.
These are insane too, because if you think about it too, these are essentially soundtracks that have one song that's a banger.
It's an absolute banger, and that's the only way you can get it. It wasn't on some other album.
Nah, there's one on here that's banger after banger.
All right. Well, can I say which one it is?
Sure.
I'm gonna go with Dirty Dancing.
Wow.
Dirty Dancing is number 3. Actually, it's tied. Ooh. It's tied at number 3. And that went 14 times platinum.
Wow. Can I say, is Forrest Gump on there?
Forrest Gump is on there, and that was the one I was talking about. Banger after banger. Forrest Gump soundtrack went 12 times platinum. Number 6.
Okay.
6.
I know it's not on there, but a sleeper soundtrack, and I remember we had it, was the Remember the Titans soundtrack. Was really good.
Agreed. But it's not on there.
It's not. All right. Go ahead.
Can I have
J-Dub?
Kiss from a Rose? Can I have Batman Forever soundtrack?
Batman Forever is not on there.
Get the fuck out of here. It's not?
There was just one song, I think.
No, there was the U2 Love Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me jam.
But it's not on there.
Can
I have one that everybody I knew had this soundtrack in their little CD book you had to flip through. Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction is not on there.
Wow.
All right, I got one for sure. You guys, you got to think musicals. What's one of the biggest musicals? Tell me Grease is on there.
Grease is that was the other one that was tied for number 3 with went 14 times platinum. Yes, tied for number 3.
So is Grease at 2?
Is that 2?
No. So
it's 4.
You guys got number 1, then number 2 you didn't get. Yeah. Then I have 2 number 3s. I have 2 number 3s after that.
Okay.
All right. I got one.
All right,
get Space Jam.
Space Jam is tied at number 9, and it went 6 times platinum.
Everybody get up. It's time to slam down.
Dude, I believe I can fly.
Consider Space Jam.
And that's
hit 'em high, hit 'em high, hit 'em high, hit 'em high.
Yeah, dude, that was a good jam.
Dude, this
Buster Rhymes was on that track. But that was
Bugs Bunny was spitting on that one too.
Yeah, baby. All right, we got a minute left. Let's keep guessing. Fern, what do you got?
Okay. Purple Rain.
Purple Rain is number 5. Went 13 times.
Can I ask? Is there any cartoons on here?
That was the only one that had like animation in it. In any way.
Okay, Space Jam. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Man, God.
There's one I think you guys won't get. The 2 left, I think you could get.
Dude,
I'm like, so I'm throwing out like
I see we have 3 left.
Yeah,
but there's one I think is going to be very hard to get.
Liam, can we get years? Can we get like decades?
Okay, so what you have left is 1983, 1995, and 1977.
Oh, Saturday Night Fever.
Wow.
All right, J-Dub. Number 2, Saturday Night Fever, sold 16 million copies.
No, 1995 is probably. I mean, Jurassic Park can't be on there, but for all of us in our heads.
All right, everybody stop.
I think I know.
Past time.
I think I know 83.
Well, we have 2 more to guess. Everyone gets a shoot till you miss. Bern, go ahead.
So the Podcasty Boys have one rule, and that it's any wedding that we attend, whether it's ours or even if we're just fringe, we do everything we can to make sure that this song is played at some point. We are throwing it back to a guy we gave a lot of love to last week in Chris Penn. Can I get Footloose?
Fucking A.
Footloose is not on there. But I'll say this. I'll say this. You're close. There's dancing in it.
Because when dancing is outlaw, only outlaws will dance.
Oh, she just died. Okay. Oh, shit. Bonnie Tyler just died.
83?
Bonnie Tyler.
1995.
I know the movie.
Go ahead, Justin. Throw some guesses. What's the movie? Say it, Bern.
The movie's Flashdance.
That is correct.
Flashdance.
Also tied for number 9 is Flashdance, went 6 times platinum in 1983. You got one left, and it is definitely the hardest one.
Is it Air Force? Is it the soundtrack to Air Force One?
No.
Is it the soundtrack to All the President's Men?
No.
What the fuck else came out in 95?
Can we get it? What year was it in?
1995.
Is this number 10 or number 8, Liam? This is number 8.
This is number 8. Yes.
Okay.
95.
94.
What year did fuck? What's the movie? What year did Almost Famous come out? That wasn't in 90.
No,
not Almost Famous.
Is it an adult movie or a kid movie?
It's an adult movie.
Okay. All right. 95. Is it the Romeo plus Juliet soundtrack?
Oh, that's not bad, J-Dub. That's got to be right around there.
Good soundtrack, too.
Well, you got to think. Forrest Gump came out in 95.
No, 94.
94.
Oh. Fuck.
I don't know, man. The Fifth Element soundtrack?
No.
That movie fucking rules.
But that movie does rule. I agree.
It does.
Can I?
Maybe it's better.
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah, let's just break it down. I do not think you guys are going to get it.
Can I say all right? Let me guess. Is it Top Gun?
No.
No. because that came out in the 80s. Okay.
You guys, I
Because
don't
it
think you
didn't
guys are
come out
going to
in
get it.
1995.
All right,
I would have.
start from
Is it
one
Cool
and
World?
go down, Liam.
All right, we're going to start from one. These are the top 10
Not bad,
best-selling
boys. Not bad.
movie soundtracks of all time. This is in the United States, and they were ranked by the number of times they went platinum. Okay, number one was The Bodyguard, which sold 19 million. Number two was Saturday Night Fever, 16 times platinum. Number three, or tied number three, was Dirty Dancing and Grease. Both went 14 times platinum. Number five was Purple Rain, went 13 times. Six was Forrest Gump, went 12 times. Seven was Titanic, went 11 times. Eight was Waiting to Exhale, went
What
7
the
times.
fuck?
And then the
Never
last
would've gotten
two,
that.
that's why I said that. The last two, both, I called them tie at 9, was Space Jam and Flashdance, went 6 times platinum.
I never would have gotten Waiting to Exhale in a million years.
Neither do
You know
I,
what's-
because I forgot that was a movie until I did this list.
You
Right.
know what's funny too? The Bodyguard is number one because of that song.
Yeah,
And that
Whitney
song
Houston
is a Whitney
killing it.
Houston cover. It's
Yep.
a cover of a Dolly Parton song. So that soundtrack is
Great
the
song.
number one. Yeah, right. But it's not even the original version of that song. It's Whitney Houston covering Dolly Parton.
And not only that, it's Whitney Houston covering a Dolly Parton song, which my only reference is The Simpsons, Homer carrying Marge out of the
Yeah,
shop.
yeah.
It's literally the
Yeah.
only reason I even know about it.
No, wasn't he carrying somebody else? Wasn't
Or no,
he carrying Burns? Because he was protecting Mr. Burns?
I think it was Burns.
Yeah,
No,
I think he
carries
was
Marge
carrying.
out. And he goes, I'm going to be in this car for 10 to 15 minutes.
All
Are
right.
you sure he was
That's
carrying
fucking
Marge?
hilarious.
Great stuff. Okay, Bern, we're moving on to you. What do you got for 20 questions, you big swinging daddy?
Let's
All
go.
right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to do our Who Dat person, 20 questions. The boys are going to get 20 questions. We're going to try to keep them as close to yes or no as possible. Maddie's holding up a pen and a pad like we don't know he's sitting behind a computer.
Matt,
So
don't cheat.
he shows that. So yeah,
What is cheating? We've
being
never
honest.
confirmed that.
We have
Googling.
Don't
Googling
use the
answers
computer.
while we do it. Don't use the computer while we do this. 5 questions as rapid fire as they can go. After every 5 questions, the boys will have a minute to confer, figure out their strategy going forward. 20 questions, and then upon the 21st question, they need to make their guess. Your topic today is a fictional character.
Fictional character.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Bern, you got the clock?
Got the clock.
Here we go. Is it a man?
It is.
All right. Are
Liam,
they
go ahead.
are they technically still alive? Or
kid-
I guess that doesn't. All right, scratch that because they can't be.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a
Okay.
fictional character. I mean, I don't know.
Are they
Well,
white?
Yeah,
White. Okay.
white boy.
Okay.
All right.
Do they have powers?
How many questions you get in a row?
They do not.
No
No
powers. I'm just asking the good one so you don't fuck them up, twat bag. All right.
Okay.
There we
Go
go.
ahead, Schmigs.
Was the height of this character's popularity after the year 2000?
No.
Okay.
Sub 2000.
All right.
It's
Okay.
a man. He's
Was
white.
It's-
ahead,
Go ahead,
J-Dub.
Liam.
Was this character known for movies?
Yes.
Okay.
All right,
That's
that's
5, boys.
All right.
All
So
right,
it's
so
a
we
man.
got a man. Yeah. Go ahead.
It's
Justin.
a man. He's white. He does not have superpowers. It was before the year 2000 and primarily movie famous.
Nailed
Okay.
it, boys. Nailed
I
it.
like it. So let's try and narrow down Marvel or DC, right?
Well,
And
no
see if we can go to-
powers
Yeah,
implies
no
that
power,
it's
so
probably
we should
not
probably
a comic
steer
book
away
guy.
from that.
It could
That'll
be
be way
like
harder.
Yeah, it could be like Waterworld. It could be like movie sub 2000 no
Could
powers.
be somebody from a comedy. You know what I mean? It could be.
But it's
you know.
fictional, so it could be like Dick Tracy. It could be Inspector
Yeah.
Gadget. It could be
Well, let's ask how many movies there have been made about this character, right?
Yeah, that's not bad.
So let's say, has there been 4 more movies made, right?
let's go
'Cause if it's-
multiple.
yeah,
Has there
have there
more
been
than
multiple
one?
movies made?
well, no,
yeah.
think about this. If it's James Bond, there's been more than 4, right? But
if he says less than 4, it could have been 2 or 3. Then you're still stuck on the same
least
question.
we know.
You know what I mean?
At least we'll knock off some big ones.
30 seconds, boys.
All right, 30 seconds. I get to ask the first question.
I think you should ask 3. More than 3 then.
What all right. How many movies have they been in? And then we can pin down maybe
you have to ask yes or no questions, Justin.
No. I'll do multiple movies. So if it's a singular movie, it'll really narrow down our selection. If it's multiple, we'll know it's like a big character.
I think multiple would narrow it down more. All right. Yeah. Either way, I get what you're saying.
They're both the same question.
All right. Are we at 30?
All right. Go ahead, Justin. Knock it out.
Bernadette, have they been in multiple movies?
They have not.
Okay.
It's a singular movie character.
I like that.
Okay.
I would like to ask, can I ask one more question?
Yes.
Is this person over 6 feet tall?
Ooh, great question. Let me, you know what? I can confidently say the answer is no.
Okay. So basically, like, the line is like short guy, tall guy. We're saying no. Saying short guy.
So they're not tall like me, is what you're saying.
They're definitely
technically
not 5'11".
You are under 6 feet tall by like a lot. So
by 2 inches.
By like a quarter of an inch. I'm like 5'11" and change.
By 2 inches.
Barely get on the rides at Thorny Park.
With 2
I've ridden them all. Steel
so number 8. Is this character known for comedy movies?
I would say this movie has a slash, right? It's a comedy slash something. Would you guys accept that as an answer from me?
Yes, slash comedy. Okay.
Comedy slash action.
All right. Short guy, single movie.
Probably like action slash comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do we determine if this person's animated or real life?
No. Great question.
No. Yeah.
Can we nail that down,
animated?
Matthew?
Is this character animated?
This character is not animated.
Great question.
Animated.
One more, and then you guys get to confirm.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we ask if it's...
Okay. Yeah. No, you, Liam.
So was this movie after the year 1990?
I don't believe so. No, it was not.
Okay.
So we're like in the
1990.
Sounds like we're in the 80s.
That's 10. That's 10, boys. Go get them.
Sounds like we're in the 80s, babes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got a white man, no powers, popular before the year 2000, was in one movie. It's not tall, so they're not like me tall. You know, they were in a...
Well, technically 5'10" is above average height.
It is.
For males.
Well, I'm 5'11", so I'm above average.
No,
but J-Dub asked 6 feet. Under 6 feet was the yes.
So they're not tall like me.
Above or below.
Right. It's a comedy action movie. They're not animated, and the movie was before the year 1990.
That all sounds...
That's our first 10, gang. That's our first 10. We got to narrow down something specific about the movie.
Let's nail down. We can figure out. So odds are the fictional character is an actor playing a role. So it's like Detective Harry Kimball.
Yeah. Should we ask if they were a cop? If they were,
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Or are they solving a mystery or something?
Arnold playing somebody cool? Is it Stallone playing somebody cool? Is it because it's kind of funny, like.
Because we ask if they had a brother, then it could be like twins.
If you ask was there crime involved, then we get into movies that are like, you know, like obviously it's not Lethal Weapon because there's more of them, but we get into like
but it could be Tango
kind of
and Cash.
Yeah, singular movie guy. It could be Big Trouble in Little China.
Maybe we should try and narrow down who the actor was portrayed by. You know.
Who the character?
Who the character
Figure
was
out the
portrayed
guy.
by.
So because I assume the fictional character is not animated and is an actor. We got to figure out who
Ask
the actor
if
is
the actor
playing.
is still alive. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I like that.
Good slap on that pickle, baby.
I'm
Way to
missing
slap that
one.
pickle.
15 seconds, boys.
So
15
from
seconds. Get it
the
together.
last 5, real quick, he's in a singular movie. He is shorter than 6 foot. He is a live action person. It's before the 90s, and I'm missing the 5th question.
It was
And
no,
it's the
not
slash
tall.
comedy.
Not animated.
No,
Oh, not animated. That's right.
no,
Yeah.
I have
All right.
live action. Okay.
All
I
right.
miss.
So, okay.
That was.
J-Dub, go ahead. You can
So-
start
Take
it
them
off.
away, toys.
Take him away, toys. Freeze, scumbag. Wait, I forget what I was asking.
Lou, why don't you lay off the
Maybe we're trying to figure out who the actor was.
Yeah, if the actor's still alive.
Oh yes, is the actor, or is this fictional characters? Was this fictional character?
I'm not going to peel you guys on the wording here. Is the actor who played the fictional character still alive?
Yeah,
Yes.
The answer is yes.
it's kind of
Okay.
a 2 for 1. So thank you, Bern, because like
Actor
technically,
still
the question should have been:
alive.
is this fictional character played by a real person? And then blah blah blah. But so
Yeah.
we kind of got 2 for 1.
Guys, I help. I help you,
Okay.
man.
Oh, that's
No.
a first.
Okay,
Yeah.
It's
so
fucking not, man. I'm way more
Should
helpful
we try
than you
to-
were
should we
when
try
you
to narrow
fucking
down-
drove this game
should
into
we
the
try to
fucking
narrow
ground.
down the actors? Like, so should we try to knock down the
Yeah, we got to
persons?
figure out who this guy is, and then we can. But it's a
Figure out
singular
what
movie.
their occupation is. Should we ask if they're involved with any kind of public service? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are
Ask
they
if
part of-
they're-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if they're a firefighter, cop, whatever. Is this
Yeah.
character a public servant?
This character is not a public servant.
Okay.
So that means not a cop.
Yep.
They are not paid by any government, municipality,
Okay.
township.
Yeah, but what about
city,
like? Is there any
town.
time where they're like, you know?
Postman.
Should we ask if
like,
this?
no.
Should we ask if they're a
No.
criminal?
Ooh.
Oh, it's a fish. It
Is
could be a
this-
bad guy.
Bern,
Yeah.
is this character a criminal?
Or not criminal, villain,
Can I say bad guy?
bad guy, villain,
Yeah.
whatever.
Is this character a bad guy?
This character is not a bad guy.
Okay. Wow.
Alright.
Good guy.
Baddie.
All right, we got to narrow
Wow.
down the actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's alive currently, from the 80s. How many
So
questions do we have left in this? What do we
Two.
got?
You guys have
2 left.
two left, and then 5 more.
We're on 13 and 14.
White,
No superpowers.
No superpowers.
We're looking at
80s,
it-
alive.
action
Is this character married?
Is this character what?
Married.
Married? No, this character is not married.
Single guy.
Okay. So we need a single dude.
Is it Rainbow?
Rambo had like 4 Rambos.
Yeah.
Yes, you're correct. Yes, singular movie.
3,
All
only
right.
3.
Wait, you brought up. Oh, he's not a criminal. Oh, we said bad guy. We should have asked criminal.
We can still ask it. We got one more
Because
question.
Tango and
What's
Cash,
the
Tango and
difference?
Cash, they're criminals, but they're the good guys in that, right?
No, they're cops. The one's a greasy Dago Guinea Wop, and the other one's Kurt Russell.
Well, let me ask you this, guys. They're cops who break the law to solve
Yeah.
their thing. Would you consider that a criminal?
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
they
Yeah.
do break the law, but they're not bad guys. So
Okay,
that's
true.
these are
question's
some of the questions that are like they get like a little
that question's gonna
weird in
make
the
it too
middle.
hard anyway. God damn it, dude.
Almost every 80s cop breaks the law to
Yeah,
get their
I know.
job done. You know what I
We
mean?
gotta try
Like,
and figure out who played this.
Give me your
fucker.
badge and your gun. Turn it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Bern.
Alright.
Is this the person who played this character?
Yes.
Huh. The person
That
who
was-
played this character, have we talked about them before on the show?
No.
Good.
That's 15.
That eliminates a lot.
All right.
15, boys.
So not a very
Chat it out.
popular random guy. It's not Stallone. It's not Schwarzenegger.
No,
It's probably not
it's not
RDD.
Mel Gibson. It's not, think of all the action stars. It's not Tom Cruise. You know what I mean? Like, think of
Singular
all the action
movie,
stars.
short
It's not
guy,
Keanu
80s.
Reeves.
I'll give you guys a
alive.
free one. It's not Ariana DelBusa.
Arabella Del Busso.
Ariella DelBusa, whatever the fuck her name is.
I know, Matt. How did you pull out the Deadpool lady last week? He definitely used his computer, yo.
Yeah, right.
You
No,
cheated.
listen.
We went through it together.
Listen,
We went
He was
through
like,
it together.
I
Maria.
want to make sure that I make it clear that as a guy who just came off this controversy, that Maddie got it on the 20th question. I could have lost my fucking mind again.
What?
And
You
just
saw
accused-
us find
but I
it.
did.
You saw.
But I
He was
did.
like, oh, what
I
about
didn't. I
the
didn't.
chick from Deadpool?
I did.
We started going
didn't.
through every
I didn't.
fucking Marvel
I didn't.
movie.
And he didn't even know her name, so he definitely didn't know that she was half Brazilian. But
because she's technically white.
Well, that's why it was weird, right? Because
Crazy.
But
Matt,
I want to make clear that I am a good dude here, and I play this game the right way, and I didn't call Matt out for getting another lightning bolt to the dome on the 20th question, because I do believe
You heard us fucking workshop
Maddie,
it.
Because I
You heard us
believe
fucking
you did it right.
workshop it.
I believe you did it right. Don't let me down. I believe you did it right. Don't let me down.
There's no believe. You heard
didn't
us
say a
fucking
word.
workshop. We went through every fucking Marvel movie.
you were glancing off. You were glancing off a little bit for a while. I wasn't sure what you were looking at.
Like, what about
But listen.
We asked about
Maddie.
X-Men, and then I said, what about Deadpool?
Yes.
No.
And then that's where we got the fucking. We were looking for half black women or half white women. Half white women with no powers in a Marvel movie.
We never
That's
said
what we were
half-white.
Don't
fucking
get
narrowing
sidetracked.
down.
We got 5 questions left. We got to get this guy. All right.
Christ.
Maddie,
Never
Maddie,
cheated once.
Maddie, well, first of all, you cheated every time except for last week. But
No,
I gave you. Listen. I think you were legit last week. I'm looking in your eyes right now. I love you. I trust you, and I had no issue with it. Right? We're good to go.
There's no issue to be had.
All right, so
boys.
let's think of.
You guys have 10 seconds. You guys have 10 seconds left.
Yeah, we just wasted all that time we should have been talking about.
No, that time doesn't count.
All right, what?
Real quick, I'll give you a rundown. We have a man. He is white. He doesn't have powers. This movie is most likely in the 80s. He was in a singular film. It's not a recurring character. He is short. He's not a very tall man. Just takes out Bond and all that kind of shit. He is currently alive.
Yeah.
All right, we got to think of action/comedies from the 80s. So we got, like you said,
wait,
it's not a
Trouble in Little
comedy.
China.
Can
we ask a question? Hold on. We're thinking action/comedy, but we're automatically thinking of like a cop movie. An action/comedy, like Willow, is an action/comedy that they never made a movie of with a short main character, right?
Yeah, there's a million action / funny movies in the 80s.
Yeah, you said
every
Big Trouble in Little China, Midnight Run,
funny.
all that shit.
Right, so we have to narrow it down. So okay,
we gotta figure out this actor.
Question number 16. Bern.
Was this person on SNL?
No.
No? You don't like that?
No, I don't.
We gotta figure out who this actor is.
All right, bang. Now questions count.
Yeah, we only have 5 questions left.
All right.
5 left.
Bern, is the movie a fantasy movie?
It is not a fantasy movie.
Okay.
It's definitely action/comedy.
Yeah, but that could be a fantasy.
In this case, this is not a fantasy movie.
Yeah, it's not this Never-Ending Story.
It is based in real.
Well, there was more than one Never-Ending Story, so it wouldn't have been that one.
Yeah, but the actors were different.
No, I'm gonna be nasty because you fucking shitted dick on the last fucking thing.
First of all, Never-Ending Story 2 should have never happened. They had different actors, and
what about the third one?
Yeah, it was goofy. You're right.
Yeah.
All right,
Liam, what do you got?
I don't know, man.
And
I'm stuck on
is
like
this
what
an
we were talking
adult
about,
actor or
Midnight
a kid?
Run and shit like
was
that.
Was this played by a kid or an adult? Do we know?
Hero, movie star, short, white. No, we don't know the age of the person we are talking about.
Oh.
We got to nail down the actor. We have like 3 questions.
You guys
Right.
have 4.
We have 4.
You have four left.
Yeah.
All
We
right.
wasted it on
Is-
fantasy.
Oh, fuck off.
It's a realistic movie. That's good to know, and it is a hero.
Grounded in the world we live in.
Could it be a kid?
It could also be like Harry Crumb. Like he's a singular
Who's Harry
character.
Crumb? Right.
I love that you called it Who's Harry Crumb fucking rules.
Best
It's a
movie,
great
fucking
movie. The boots to
Great
match.
movie.
Great movie.
So-
Incredible. I feel like we've talked about John Candy on this show before, though.
Go ahead, Liam. Oh yeah, we did say that. That's the one question I forgot about. This is the guy we've talked about.
That's what makes me think it's a kid.
I forgot about that. Not popular.
And we don't think
We're running out of time.
was De Niro
Bern.
cop in
Boys.
Liam, you it's your question.
I don't have anything, man. Is this
Bern,
do
was
we
this?
just want to find out if it's an adult? That's what
Yes.
we're doing now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, was
Is that
this
all right?
character
Over
an
20.
adult?
Which one do we want? An adult or over 20?
Was this character an adult?
No.
Okay.
Child.
Okay.
3
Kid.
left.
All right.
3 to go, boys. 3 to
Did
go.
I-
Kid.
Do
fucking action comedy with a kid as a star. Let's think,
What-
gang.
Would I have sex with this
Karate
child?
Kid? Oh no, that's not comedy though. That's
But
like-
also there was 5 of them.
yeah, true that.
Well, there are only 3 with them.
What's the movie where Chuck Norris has that kid who like comes around with him?
Wait
Remember
a
that
sec.
movie?
Hold on. What if it's a sports movie?
No, from the 80s.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Rookie of the Year. It's not going to be the kid who buys the Oreos.
What if it's Ladybugs?
The fuck is Ladybug? Oh, with the Roger Dangerfield?
And
Wouldn't
We're
that
the
just
big-
be
Brandon.
wouldn't
I
that
said
just be
Roger.
considered a comedy? Come on.
Yeah. It's
All right, you're right. You're right.
Dial
Well,
it
it
in.
could
We
be
don't have a lot of time.
sports. There's a lot of sports movies in the 80s.
All right, I get to ask a question.
Go.
No powers. Sub 80s. Fiction. Child. Fuck. 80s. The person is still alive. It's male.
Oh, Maddie pops his glasses up just to write some notes, just to
I-
make sure we can't see
I
any
had
reflections
to
in
because I
there.
can't see with the blue. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm just buddy. I got to do what I do.
I'm
here.
under fire here all the time. I don't know what you want.
It's because you've been a goddamn dirty cheater for like 20 straight
Listen,
weeks.
No one's cheating. If no hands in soccer wasn't a rule, and then the next game they made it a rule, were they cheating in the previous games? No.
Nah, that's a terrible analogy.
It's a great argument because I just fucking
It's
won.
not.
Wait,
What do you
was
mean?
it? Wait, was
All right, boys. 3 questions left.
Kurt
We're
Russell
dragging
was a
here.
kid in Big Trouble in Little China, right? So he was shorter
No.
then.
He
He
was
was an
older
adult.
than, you know.
Bern, is this movie a kid's movie?
Is it? All right. So I'm going to ask you a question and give you an opportunity to clarify what you mean, and it will all count as just one question.
Okay.
Was this movie geared specifically for kids?
Yes.
I don't. The 80s are pretty weird, and I just gave you guys an incredible clue right there. The 80s are pretty weird. I would say this movie was more enjoyed by kids than it was by adults at the time. That's the best I can do for you on that one.
Like it was an 80s
Wait.
PG.
Wait,
It's like-
wait.
Yeah, it was an 80s PG.
Okay.
Yep. I'll
So
give
wait.
you that.
Okay.
That could
I
be
mean-
Hook. That could be
Hook was in the 90s.
Oh, all right. Good job, Matt.
Do you consider E.T. a comedy / something?
It
Wouldn't
has
that be
funny
fantasy?
parts. But what character would it be?
Is Terminator considered fantasy?
Yes.
It's definitely not comedy, though.
No.
Terminator's not considered fantasy.
Yes, it is.
But it's / comedy.
I would consider Terminator sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
Fantasy, sci-fi, same. It's fiction or non-fiction in that sense.
It's all fiction.
It's not the same.
It's all fiction.
Yeah.
And now I'm giving shit away here, boys. So, we got 2 questions left. I'm trying to play ball.
Because it could be fucking... Okay, can we ask... Hold on. So, it was a white kid, no powers, before the 2000s. Well, in the 80s, we think. It was one movie this kid was in.
Yeah, Bern said in the 80s.
Yeah.
It was in the 80s.
The character...
I'm giving you guys fucking gems here on your last 2 questions.
It's a character
in the 80s,
from the 80s.
I'm rooting for you, boy.
The guy who played him is still alive. The character was kind of fictional scenario.
Was John Connor in Terminator 2? Yeah.
That was 90.
Yeah, but that was in the 90s. That's 92.
Yeah.
Yo, they're re-releasing Terminator 2.
Yeah, I know. I might go see it. I think I'm gonna go.
Fucking Guns N' Roses song.
You Could Be Mine.
You could be, dude. Banger,
dude. I'm gonna go see it.
Absolute banger.
I'm gonna go see that shit in the theaters. I didn't see it in the theaters because I was too young to do it at the time. But yeah, they're re-releasing it for the 30-year.
Dude, I'm leaning towards Elliot from what you call
E.T.
E.T. Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, I'm leaning towards Elliot from E.T. Because that is science fiction. It's not fantasy.
Wait.
I'm leaning towards Elliot.
This is always
what year? Hold on. What year did the Goonies come out?
I don't know, but
because there was never a Goonies 2.
Is 80s. Goonies is 80s.
But there was never a Goonies 2.
But that's
no, there wasn't.
Comedy.
Yeah. Goonies is a good. I think it's Goonies or E.T., dude. Goonies is a good guess.
And we really haven't. I mean, we haven't talked about Sean Astin on the show. If it's Mikey,
Goonies is a good guess. I would guess Goonies.
It's been 500 episodes of the show, and you haven't talked about.
Should we say something?
Either ask if it's Goonies or E.T. Unless
Goonies.
You guys have any other ideas. Those
well,
that's
okay,
where my head's
we'll
at.
We'll ask this, right? Because Drew Barrymore was in E.T. Is there any actors that crossed over in either one? Well, Spielberg directed both of them, correct?
Spielberg did not direct Goonies.
Spielberg directed Goonies?
No, he didn't.
Look it up.
You look it up.
We can't look it up right now.
My computer.
All right, I'm Goonies or E.T., dude. We got 3 questions left. I don't think we're gonna get anywhere else.
You ask it like that.
2 questions and a guess. 2 questions and then
we did not guess. Fantasy a child. Then what was the third one?
Bern. Is this movie about? Is this movie?
You can just say, "Is this movie Goonies or E.T.?"
Is this character
yes or no?
Is the movie in the character is the character in the movie Goonies?
Yes.
Oh shit!
Oh, Maddie does it again on 19. What a prophet he is.
Fuck you. We fucking chopped wood on that.
Hey, listen, you got one more question and a guess, and there's a lot of motherfuckers.
Is the character's name Mikey?
Is the character's name Mikey? That's your final question?
Wait, no, let's narrow it down. If it's
it's either Mikey, Mouth, or Bran.
Those are the only whites.
Yeah, but is there any way? Is there any way for us to narrow?
What was
Chunk?
What was Brolin's character?
Yeah, we have to narrow down.
Was Bran.
Brant is Brolin's character.
Wait, are there anything those characters have in common? You know what I mean? Can we get from 4 to 2?
I didn't see Goonies until
one of them. Well, the 2 of them are
old.
Brothers.
That's up for you, Jay.
So there you go. Bran. Ask if they were brothers.
Okay,
then that'll get us from 4 to 2.
Okay,
it's not the Asian guy.
We said white. That was second question.
Data?
It's not Data?
It's not Data.
It's not Lin Wei Kwan,
Wait, it's not the
Academy Award winner.
It's not the Mongoloid in the basement that eats candy bars?
Just okay, Bern, was this character had another character that was his brother in the movie?
No.
It might be Chunk, dude. Okay. I think it's Chunk.
So that's
not
20,
Brolin, and
that's
not
20 questions, man.
Austin.
It's Chunk, dude. It has to be. It has to be.
You don't think it's Mouth?
No, I think it's Chunk.
Because we've talked about. I don't know if we've talked about Jerry O'Connell. Well, I mean, it'd be the
Well, we didn't. Did we talk about the character? I think it's Chunk, dude.
I say Chunk.
I mean, I like Chunk.
I'm just feeling it from my hips.
I hate the character Chunk because being an overweight kid my whole life. What do you fucking think I was called all the time? Huh?
Yeah, but he saved the day.
Vern,
you know what I mean?
Remember Vern
from Stand By Me?
Day by friending up the guy.
Oh wait, Jerry O'Connell didn't play Chunk. It was someone other actor.
Jerry O'Connell was from the other movie.
Was Stand By Me?
Vern.
Yeah.
All right.
I say we guess Chunk. It's 50-50.
And then guess it, Liam.
Shuffle. Go ahead.
Bern, was this character Chunk from the Goonies? It was. All right.
Boys.
Bern, you gotta let us know because the people listening fucking don't hear you do.
Yeah, that clap doesn't come in on the.
You gotta say it out. No, just say it out loud.
The answer is yes. You guys got Chunk. The answer was Chunk from the Goonies. Jeffrey Bertrand Cohen, born in 1974, child actor, played Chunk. Pretty much did nothing after that.
So wait, let's clarify. Would we consider that like an action / comedy or an adventure / comedy?
Well,
it's
comedy was asked. Comedy was asked, and I said there was a slash. You guys never followed up with action or adventure.
What would we consider that though?
That's it's an adventure movie. Like it is funny. So like Burns, I don't discredit him for his.
No, me neither. No. That's not what I was saying. That I was just saying like
because you could almost call it like
what are we calling the other slash? You think
you could call it a mystery. You could call it an adventure. Yeah. You could call it like a
adventure comedy.
The question you guys were
like you could technically be like it's a drama.
I would have had to clarify that. The question that got me most fucked up that you guys were asking when you were going through villain, bad guy, or criminal.
Yeah,
is like, well, he's not a bad guy. He's not a villain.
But he's a fat piece of shit.
But he Chunk and Sloth did steal a pirate ship.
Yeah, they did kind of break some laws.
They did break some laws down the stretch.
Yeah, that's a hard one to answer.
But you guys always said bad guy, and obviously Chunk's not a bad guy. No, Chunk is not the bad guy.
Nailed it.
The answer to that, guys, is Chunk. You nailed it again 2 weeks in a row on the 21st question. Matt, you're so good at this at the very end. You're always just figuring it out.
Fucking don't get butthurt about it.
Oh, we lost J.
I clap and congratulate. Matt. I don't.
Thanks.
Now, if I set up a show for Tuesday where it was like, who are all the pirates who are less cool than Chunk, then you can tell me that I'm getting butthurt about things. I don't do that. I'm a grown up.
Right. But, you're a Tim Meadows super fan who's a grown up. Okay. So let's keep it moving because we got a new game we're going to introduce. I don't care if Justin dropped off. He'll come back. Here we go. So here's the deal. I'm going to share with you some pictures of some fellas.
Okay.
You need to tell me who they are. But here's the catch. You only get one guess, and don't say it until I ask you. All right? Because I don't want you to give it away.
Okay.
All right?
Fair.
So are you going to show them on the screen so that
I'm going to share my screen and show them. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Let me get all this. I got to make this big, I guess.
All right. Do you guys see this handsome fella?
Yes.
You want some hints?
Yes.
I know who it is. No.
I know who it is. I know.
Okay, don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud.
I know.
Vern?
I do not.
Okay, popular actor from our childhood.
I know exactly who it is.
Wow. I mean, good for you, Liam. I have no idea.
You can tell. It's all in the eyes, baby.
It's the picture I'm looking at is real small.
Really?
Nah,
Yeah.
you got to zoom in a little. You got to make your thing bigger.
How's that?
I know exactly
It's
who
way
that
better.
is.
I mean, I don't know, so I'm gonna defer to Liam here.
All right.
I'm gonna say it's
not a flattering picture of him.
No.
Yeah, well,
Used to be a lot better looking.
I'm gonna assume most of them are not. I'm gonna guess Ryder Strong from Boy Meets World. Shanzi Hunterelli. Liam.
That's your guess. All right,
Yeah.
Liam, and yours?
That is teenage heartthrob Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Liam, you are 100% correct. That is teen heartthrob, good old JT.
Can you tell by his eyes?
No, now I can.
This makes me sound really suspect, but you can tell by his eyes.
No,
all right,
now
you
I
guys
can
ready
see
for the next one?
All right, that was good,
Yep.
Matty. That was good, and that was the one you thought was the easy one.
No, that one's a medium. I'll do the easy one next.
Okay.
All right.
That was good.
Here we go. Don't say it out loud if you know. All right. I zoomed in. Hopefully you get a good shot. Who is this guy now? He was in 3 very popular movies.
I have a guess. Liam,
Just don't say it out loud.
I
won't. You can go by character name if you don't know the actor.
He looks familiar, like very familiar.
Yeah, you've seen him.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, I'll give you some hints.
I only have the character
You can go by character name. That's fine because I don't think I know the real name.
I don't know this one. I don't think.
Okay.
All right.
So, Bern, you'll go second. Liam, what is your guess?
Oh man. You said there was 3 movies?
He was in 3 mega monster hits. They were all part of the same franchise.
What?
Oh, maybe I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Dude, I don't know.
Make a guess.
From 3 of the 3 monster movies?
3 movies. Wonder where the hell Jada went. His phone probably broke.
I think his phone probably died.
Yeah, he's a douche.
One of the villains from the Karate Kid movies.
Nope. Bern?
I think this is I had a weird TV guess. It's not. Is this Jonathan Lipnicki? Is this the kid from Jerry Maguire?
No. So this is Adam Banks from the Mighty Ducks.
From Mighty Ducks.
Yep.
Oh, dang it.
Adam Banks from Mighty Ducks.
I'll tell you what, the hair really throws it off.
Once you see it, yeah. Once you see it, you see it.
No,
well, that's why he looked. That's why he looked familiar, but you can't quite put your hand. You know what I mean? You can't quite.
All right, I got one more. All right.
Okay.
I got one more here.
I was gonna guess that kid Minkus from
dude, it's funny you mentioned that because I was like, man, I wonder if they're gonna say Minkus. All right.
I really thought it was gonna be Minkus.
Is this?
Last guy.
I might know.
Mega monster hit movie. Do not say I only know the character, so you can go by character. But
I think I
mega monster hit movie, legendary.
Legendary. So big,
I have a guess.
Big time
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I am
racist.
Stumped.
I think I know. I have a good guess, an educated guess.
Educated guess. All right, Bern, who do you think it is? Hit me with your guess.
I'm just gonna go with Rowan Gardner from Rookie of the Year. I know that's not right, but
no.
Is that Benny the Jet Rodriguez?
Benny the Jet Rodriguez. You got it, Schmig Daddy. You got it. I got
Liam
one that's
crushing
I
it.
think I got one that I think would be impossible. So I don't know if I'll
All
do
right.
it.
Throw it up. Throw it up. Let's just
You
see.
want to try the impossible?
Yeah,
Yeah, why
man,
not?
this is cool.
All right. It's the last one. This one I think and it's okay. So I'll tell you this one is he's like a secondary character, you know what I mean? So he
Okay.
was the best friend of the main character. All
Gotcha.
right. This one I was like this is so tough. You know, best friend of the main character. All right, come on.
That's right.
Load up, you skiboot.
He's differently, like, which is funny about this stuff.
The screen changed and it was that like scrambled eggs thing that Bern has on his.
That's Ron. That's Ron Swanson made out of
Uh,
scrambled eggs and bacon.
All right, here we go. All right, last one. This guy, he might have been in one or two movies. He was in one big movie, and he was the best friend of the main character. This one I think is a little hard.
Wow.
I don't even really. I think I know the character's first name, but I don't know their last name.
This
best
picture
friend.
alone is incredible. Like the
Yeah.
sideburns and the necklace,
Right.
and like the flannel shirt. So this
And
picture was
it's in
taken
black
in
and
like,
white, so it makes it even harder.
but this picture was taken in like 1994 for sure. Like look at the
I'll tell
necklace.
you, the guy left acting and became a hockey player. I don't know if he ever went pro, but I know he was semi-pro.
And a best friend. Oh my gosh.
He's
Is
the
this guy
best
from
friend in a
Days-
major.
Is he from
big
Dazed and
movie.
Confused?
Nope.
Oh,
All right. All right. Make a guess. Liam, go first.
I got nothing, dude.
Is he the best friend from Indian in the Cupboard?
Nope. Burn.
Is it Short Round from Temple of Doom?
It is not. So
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
not
no,
Kiwi Kwan.
I have no idea.
This is so. Do you guys remember Rookie of the Year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Remember-
the other kid.
Yeah, it's the best friend.
It's the
Oh,
other
wow.
kid.
The George is his name in the
Yeah.
movie.
George
Not
He's like,
the
milk,
boy.
the one that said the line, "Milk did that body good." You
Yeah.
know?
Not the big
That's
boy,
him.
but the other boy.
No, it was the big one,
Was the big
not
boy?
Clark. That was the big one, not Clark. Yeah. All right, so you guys ready for some news?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So, construction workers are in Belgium. They're
Okay.
working on a new sewer line in an old building,
Oh no.
and they stumbled on something. What do you think they got?
Dead body.
Bones, motherfucker. Bones. They got dead bodies and bones.
Yeah. My guess was a
Alright.
dead body.
All right, dead body. Here we go.
Yep.
Construction workers in Belgium struck gold while working on a new sewer line in an old building.
They found actual gold?
Literally $10.4 million worth of gold.
What?
That's right. Workers removed part
Liam's
of the
so
cellar.
mad right now. Liam
Yep,
thinks about
workers
all the
moved-
things he's had to dig up and fucking go through, and there's no gold in them.
Yeah, I wish.
Yep. Workers moved part of the cellar wall and discovered a wealth of gold coins and bars, which they initially mistook for euros. They called the police, who recorded the haul and moved the gold to a secure
Oh.
federal vault. The building
Dummies.
was once a brewery, but is now owned by the welfare organization. Belgium law dictates that the gold's rightful owner has 5 years to claim it. However, investigators are still looking to the stash to determine whether it might have been related to criminal activity. If not, and if no legitimate claim is made on it after 5 years, the gold will be split between the finders, aka the construction workers, and the property owner.
Oh, dude, they got their fingers crossed right now.
Are
that
you
nobody
kidding me?
claims
They're gonna
that.
Those-
come up with some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, right? Those dudes are like, yeah, they clearly buried gold in a walled-off fucking sewer coordination because it was, legit. Those poor fuckers
You
are
know
just
what I
waiting
wonder?
for the Belgian government to screw
If it was
them over.
I
and
wonder
find
if
a
it
way
was
to
an
take
old
that.
brewery
Yeah.
and maybe it was like World War II. You know, like how long has it been
And
there?
like stashed
What
and
if the
shit.
town was like, "Hey, let's stash the gold before Burns' friends, the Nazis, show up"? You know, and
Whoa! I'm the only
Hey,
one
now.
here I'm the only one here who has a J card to play. Okay,
Oh,
keep that,
Yeah.
keep that fucking out your mouth.
All right, here we go. So, next news story and the last thing. So, you guys have been tenants before, right?
I still am.
When
Remember? Remember we?
Exclusively, yeah.
Remember? Yeah.
Liam doesn't own a home, and neither do I. In fact,
Yeah.
we've. In fact, you're talking to two guys who have never owned a home, so we've exclusively both been tenants the entire
Yes.
time. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
Yes, I do
Yeah,
remember, Matt.
yeah. I recall.
So,
recall.
so you guys have moved from place to place. Have you
Yeah.
ever left anything behind that was super expensive?
No, I've never had anything that was super expensive.
Yeah, right.
But if I did, you bet your ass I'd be coming with me.
All right. So, a Milwaukee landlord was cleaning out an apartment unit after evicting his tenant when he found this thing super expensive. What is it? You got one guess.
They got evicted and they had something super expensive. Nice.
Yeah, they got evicted and they left something. They left something behind that was very expensive.
Can I ask a question?
Please.
Is this product legal?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So it's legal and super expensive. My guess is like some like World War II, some like collectibles. Like
Okay.
like a Mickey Mantle rookie. Sorry, not World War II. Yeah, that's what I want. Like
A collectible.
yeah, like a collectible, like a card.
All right, you just fucked me over, Lee, because I had baseball cards ready to go. I'm gonna go with the Ark of the Covenant.
All right, here we go. Milwaukee landlord Tim Dirts was cleaning out an apartment unit after evicting its tenants when he found a painting left behind. Dirts took it to an antique dealer who recognized it as a Picasso, possibly worth up to $50,000. That's right. Dirts then contacted the police, who determined the painting had been stolen from the DeLinde Fine Art Appraisers in 2018. When police contacted Bill DeLinde, he recognized the work as Torrio print, signed by Picasso himself. In a bittersweet twist, DeLinde said that his former gallery partner, who passed away in February, used to call police every year on the anniversary of the robbery asking for an update on the case. He would have been over the moon about this. DeLinde said it was special to him. The 2018 robbery remains under investigation with FBI, and Milwaukee police are holding on to the painting in the meantime. There you go.
A Picasso shows up in Milwaukee.
Yeah, right.
In like a renter's
I wonder
home.
where is this? Like the DeLinde Fine Art Appraisers.
They don't sound like they're from the United States.
Doesn't sound like they're from fucking Wisconsin. I'll tell you that. Watch them be from like Duluth, Minnesota or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Upper
All right,
Peninsula.
DeLinde Fine Art Appraisers is a fine art valuation broker and consulting firm located 751 North Jefferson Street in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It was right under their fucking nose the whole time.
And wait, the guy who stole it called every year to be like, hey, you got any tips on that?
No, the guy who owned the art appraisers.
Gotcha.
He called every year to be like, "Hey, you got an update on this fucking thing?" And they're like, "Yeah,
I just thought that would be funnier if the guy who stole it was like, "Hey, you guys got anything?"
That'd be the best. Yeah. All right, we're way past time. Lishmig Daddy, what do you got?
Thanks for not noticing, Matt, that I put a fucking.
I've noticed the pickle the whole time, Pickle Bar.
All right. Yeah.
Sorry. Do you want me to bring it up every 10 seconds?
Pickles.
No, Matt would never.
Metal?
Listen, Matt would never bring up Liam's association with pickles and pickle bars. He never talks about it at all. It's kind of,
we were busy bringing up the that we rent. Remember, we didn't have time because we were too busy bringing up that that I don't own a
house. Bern, what do you got before we get out of here?
Listen, it's good to be back, boys. Loving Liam, loving Maddie, loving J-Dub. Listen, I'm not mad that Matt keeps getting that who that dude guess on the 20th question 2 weeks in a row. since I showed back up. People might be like, that's really suspicious. That's really weird. Not me, because I trust Matt and I love Matt. And I've known Matt for a long time. People might say, he wrote things down. It means that he doesn't have a computer that works because he has a pen that works.
Correct.
All I'm saying
I'm on camera the whole time.
I think we're doing a great job, boys. I love what everyone's up to. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go hit some lanterns. Liam, I don't think that the end of that last week's lanterns was legit. I think we got some questions to ask.
Yeah.
Love you, boys.
The jury's out for me. That's all I'm going to say.
I hear you. Fair enough.
Well, speaking of the jury being out, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast presents Beat the Bros. I'm Matt Lavelle. He's J-Dub Justin Richardson. That's Liam LeSchmigle, Picklebar Reese, and that other guy is Bern Poxy. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can also on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can join us on Twitter and TikTok at Working P Pod. And if you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com. And please like and subscribe. And we'll keep bringing you sweet, sweet content. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks. See you.
Here they come, Philadelphia, on the run, stand up and cheer. Number one, Philadelphia.